Everybody, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new. My channel is dedicated to victims of romance fraud, also known as romance scam. Um, it is actually the crime of fraud perpetrated by criminals, not scammers. Scammers are criminals. Today, I want to talk about the situation of becoming a money mule. And this comes to mind today because I know of a victim who she's been talking to someone who is of status, and they have told her, that they're in the hospital and really sick, and supposedly put her in connection with people like a manager and a son, who knows, maybe even doctors, okay? And this person she's been talking to, he's like dying. He hasn't asked her for any money, but apparently what he did ask her for is to accept some money from him and open a bank account for him. And she did that. She opened a bank account, she accepted money and opened a bank account. And this is a big problem, because even if that money was a gift, or if she's just accepting that money and holding it for further instruction, the bottom line is number one, there is no him. It's them, the team of criminals. There's no son, there's no doctor, there's no manager. They're all part of the team of criminals. And the money that she accepted is likely comes from another victim. So it's essentially money laundering. So, she said she's suspicious and she's going to cut it off now, and that she didn't lose any money or anything. So while she may not have lost any of her own money, accepting that money puts her in big jeopardy with the law, because that is illegal. And some victims think that they can just hide and maybe it'll all just go away. Sorry, my nose is itching again. I don't know what it is about videoing and my nose itching. Sorry. But the law doesn't care. It is crucial, if you're a victim and you have accepted money, you need to protect yourself immediately. And you do that by establishing the fact that you're a victim of a crime. And it has to be handled carefully when you go to do this, when you go to report and let the law know that you're a victim of a crime and that this happened. You have to be careful in how you do it, but it has to be done. So I wanted to put this out here today because it is such a danger. It's victims end up in prison for things like this all the time, and it's so tragic, because they were just a victim, and they just didn't know how much of a risk that was. And this happened to me. Towards the end of my crime, the last few months, after they had drained me of everything I had, the criminal made up, he was of status too. And he made up this story that he gave me, that he was starting an orphanage, a foundation, an orphanage or a foundation. And he wanted to start accepting donations from fans and from his colleagues, but he didn't want it to go through his management. And when I say him, it's just to make things easier, because it was really the team of criminals, likely. Might have been a lone wolf, but I doubt it. In any case, it was a criminal. And it was all lies, of course. So that was the storyline. They were creating an orphanage, and he asked me to accept because he didn't want it going through his management because, you know, it was almost done with that contract or whatever. He didn't want them to know. So I would be doing him a huge favor just to accept the money and then send it to him via Bitcoin like I always did. You know, and this was years ago. I did that. And he had even asked me to create, to help him out with a list of things for the kids that he could buy for the kids. So I did that. I put a lot of work into that, actually. A lot of thought, anyway. And I accepted money a few times, and then that was right towards the end. It was 16 months in, and I was just psychologically just done. So things had started to fall apart between me and the criminal in the relationship at this point. And then eventually, as I talk about in one of my other videos, there was a lie, and then that was it. So, yeah, so when I reported about my whole crime, I had to include that part because otherwise, because that money, I don't know where it came from. It just came to me. It came to me via wire. I have no idea. It was a colleague or a fan, and I have no idea where that money came from. Now I know. Now I know it came from some other poor victim, probably. And I had no idea. I just got it, sent it to him like I always do. I even paid the fees to do the Bitcoin transactions. So, yeah, if you're a victim and you've accepted any money, you have to report that. You have to protect yourself. Establish yourself as a victim with the law, in which you are a victim. But if you don't do that, then you look like part of the crime, and they will put you in jail. So this is just a warning today about the importance of this. I have some other things on deck for videos, and I'll have some more coming up soon. Just been busy with some things, and so yeah, today it's been a long day. So, but I'm so glad to hopefully make a difference in some victims' lives, and I've also got a comment. I saw a comment the other day about someone said something like scars seems like a cult. That is just absolutely ridiculous. Scars, the Society Against Relationship Scams, I think. I can't remember the acronym. They have been, particularly Dr. Tim, who is the man who is behind Scars. He has been fighting this crime for, I think, over 30 years now. He is the worldwide expert in this space. He works with governments. He works with law enforcement. He works with all sorts of agencies and people in this space. He is the expert. And Scars may not be the only organization out there that helps victims. They are the most professional. They are the most experienced. What they have to offer is the most comprehensive, because, there are some groups out there that will lead victims in the wrong direction, such as hate and scam baiting and things like that. Do not help victims. Victims need to understand. They need education to understand the truth about what happened to them, because it's complicated and it's not easy. It takes a lot of effort and a lot of professional help to recover from this, but you can do it. So I think that's going to be it for today. Thank you so much for watching. As always, please like and subscribe because it helps my channel reach more people. And please share this because you never know. There are so many victims out there. You never know who needs this right now. So anyways, thank you, and I'll see y'all soon. Take care.